Hi, in this lesson I'm going to be showing you how to carve just a sweet little Christmas themed pattern in this. This is something that I bought at a craft store that's basically just a panel. On the back it's just this sort of hanging plaque. It's got a little bit of color to it, so they actually stained it. Now I don't know what kind of wood it is. It's probably some type of pine or cedar. It doesn't say, it just says it's a plaque. So what happens is when you carve into this, it's going to actually reveal more of the lighter colored wood. So since I actually haven't carved in this particular kind of wood before, it's going to be very interesting. I hope it's going to be okay, but so what I've got here is, you can barely see this. I just took a pencil and drew a couple different shaped or different sized pine trees. So when I actually carve it and make the texture lines, it's actually going to reveal it a lot lighter, lighter in color. So what I've got here now, I'm just going to clamp this down. And I am going to, actually I'm going to do it this way. It's going to be a little easier for me to aim. I'm going to do making these cuts away from me. So I've got just very, very lightly sketched on. You might not even be able to see that, but we'll see how this works. Now there's going to be a line down the center. That's okay. It's part of the design. But you can, it's amazing what you can find at these craft stores. Already pre-made things. You can get all sorts of boxes too that you can carve on the top of. The question is what kind of wood it's made from. Sometimes it's kind of mysterious, and pine is not really the nicest thing to carve either. Now, if you can get anything that has basswood or is built with basswood, that would be ideal, because that's just, it's one of the nicest woods to carve, or softest woods to carve, especially if you're a beginner. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to do this with just one chisel, and that is my V-chisel. You can do this with any size V-chisel. You can use a smaller V-chisel, 3mm, 4mm. I've got my 6mm V-chisel. It has a 60-degree angle, which is my favorite. I think maybe the size that I'm using, the 6mm, is a little bit of an overkill for the details. So if you do have a smaller one, you might want to use that. But I'm just going to make a lot of texture lines, and hopefully these will end up looking like pine trees at the end of it. And because they are going to be a lighter colored wood, it's going to actually look like, I'm hoping anyway, that there might be snow on the pine trees. So a little extra Christmas theme. All right, so here we go. Okay, so get that nice and solidly clamped in there. And I'm going to start at the peak, and I'm just going to start to make some cuts and have them kind of splay out a little bit. All right, one thing about this, you really, really need to make sure you have a sharp chisel, because if it's not sharp and it kind of snags and more drags the wood, that's not going to be very nice. So now, do you see what I'm doing? Kind of going off the side and letting it kind of splay out. Just some random shapes. It doesn't have to be real perfect or symmetrical, because it is a pine tree after all. And then I'm going to go, oh yeah, it's kind of catching. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of wood might cause some issues. What I'm trying to do is actually not to get too close to other cuts, so that it doesn't do that sort of crushing thing. Okay, so just Just random cuts. Oh, it's kind of a neat effect with the white colored wood coming out. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not going to get too carried away with it. In fact, I could probably just leave it like that. And I'll do some smaller ones here. Now, if you are a wood carver that uses knives, you could also do this with knives. I generally don't use a lot of knives just because I'm much more comfortable with these longer handled gouges. Ooh, that one just kind of broke apart. You see those two that are right next to each other? Just kind of broke that apart. So I'm just going to avoid that. All right, and then there's a smaller one here. Yeah, try to make these cuts, especially in this kind of wood. It gets a little brittle. Try to make these cuts so they really don't run into each other. That seems to be what happens when you have this kind of splintery wood. Okay, so really just to make sure that the outer edges are shaped like a pine tree. All right, and then should I just avoid that? I was going to do the trunk, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to make a few more along the bottom just to define that lower edge a bit more. And this is where you probably need to listen to that little voice in your head saying, it's time to put the chisel down. Okay. So, yeah, it's just kind of a sweet little thing. And now what you can also do with this is, if you don't want the white in the pine trees, you could actually put a little bit of green color, maybe just a little bit of paint, and then brush it off or wipe it off, and then it'll settle in. And if you want to do some sort of hills in the background, see, this is where I need to stop. I could take and do some sort of a landscape of hills or mountains in the back, and this is I'm trying to keep it simple. Okay, so one chisel. Make sure it's sharp though. Oh goodness, especially when you going across the grain like that, it really, really wants to snag. But as I said, if you are comfortable and if you know how to use a carving knife, you can also make these cuts with a carving knife. All it is really just making sure that the original white wood shows through. And but as I said, I am not a carver that uses those knives. I always end up cutting myself, so please be careful. With these, it's really nice because all fingers and everything are on this side of the blade when I'm carving like that. So anyway, well, that's kind of a sweet little plaque, little Christmas theme. Well, Merry Christmas and happy carving.